But wait a minute, what are you up to? What are you guys planning? Take It Back movement. Can you bring us to the minute, What's on? What's up? What do you want to serve Nigerians this time? Are you serving Nigerians? Are you serving the government?
Well, we've always been for Nigerians and not for any government. And then tomorrow,
I'm sorry. What I mean by serve, you want to serve like a dish to the government or to the people? Oh,
yeah. Government actually knows we serve them all the time.
Okay.
So far there is any shenanigan, we just want to serve them accordingly, legally. And then tomorrow is International Day of Poverty. We want to use the movement to establish the fact that the poverty in Nigeria is artificial. It is human-made and not something that just came naturally. The poverty in Nigeria had increased, especially in Lagos State, where people who have got houses for the past 40 years, 30 years of their life, woke up one morning and they are with nothing again. And then a lot of them have been sent into abject and chronic poverty, not just poverty. Some of them cannot even put their head somewhere. Imagine someone who had a mansion, sleeping in an uncompleted building at this moment, not even getting a dime to rent an apartment. So we have people like that, and tomorrow is for them. And then we also want to establish that the poverty is not coming from the federal government alone. It enters into the state, the local, and onto the, let me use the word, polling unit kings that APC had instituted for Lagos State. They are the one militating poverty on the people of Lagos State and Nigeria as well.
Okay, now beautiful. I know you people have a bottom-top approach. So at the state, at the chauffeur level, you are the coordinator and all of that. So do you have a permit for that?
Permit for what?
For the protest.
Constitution does not stipulate that if you want to protest.
Okay, have you informed the police that you want to protest?
They are aware. Everyone is aware. Federal government, state.
I mean officially.
Constitution does not even tell you to go to any police to request for any of their permission to come out. It's like you are beating me and I need your permission to get to the streets and start crying.
Okay.
I don't need their permission.
But
they are aware already.
Okay, they are aware. Now, how do you ensure that the protest remains peaceful so that there wouldn't be any kind of infiltration, by hoodlums, sponsored protesters and all of that? Do you have all of those things in check?
Well, no protest had been hijacked by individuals on their own volition. Protests have always been hijacked by the hoodlums in government. Hoodlums that Nigerians, or let me say, I don't want to say that Nigerians voted for. Hoodlums that hijack power from the people. They are the ones that hijack protests. We've had a series of protests and nobody hijacked until the hoodlums in political offices call those our friends, those friends of ours and their brothers on the streets to act, because their own means of livelihood is in the hand of the hoodlums in government. That's when the hijacking comes up. Okay,
now as we talk about the poverty levels, I would like also for us to talk about demolitions. You've been part of it. Your community of Shoki was demolished. Can you bring us to the speed of the moment? Let's understand what is going on. Is the government? Are you talking with the government? Demolitions, are they still ongoing? Are they so-called for the people who have been displaced and all of that? What's the interface between you and the government at this level, at this point?
The Oronshoki people had actually spoken, and they spoken louder for the governor of Lagos State to respond. But up to this moment, we've not heard a word from the governor. The local government chairman distances himself till this moment. He said he's not aware of the demolition. And then unfortunately, the Oba of the community is the one that stands as a spokesperson for the governor and the government of Lagos State, saying that the land belongs to Lagos State, the government, and government is willing to take over the land from the people. He even stated that people have enjoyed the land for 30, 40 years. They should leave the area.
Okay, the land.
Yes, and meanwhile, he intends to have the elite villa.
Yes.
He's been selling the land in that community. Does that mean even if government want to revoke land or want to make use of the land as it is posited, Constitution stated that the land should be used for the benefit of the public. But here we are, the land will be used for individual benefit.
No, but some weeks back, people gathered. Oroshoki residents of Oworshoki gathered, obstructed some parts of the Third Mainland Bridge in protest, and you spoke that you will continue until your voice is heard. So what happened?
Our voices are heard, and we've spoken.
How do you gauge the fact that your voices have been
They
heard?
actually suspended the demolition, and
Okay.
we told them that if any bulldozer return to the community, the people will take over their property on the Third Mainland Bridge, and that's the next option. And the
Okay,
government
so demolition has been suspended.
for now,
That's a good thing, isn't it?
and the protest blockage of road has been suspended for now.
So that's a good thing because but those whose houses have been demolished already, where are they staying? Have
Okay.
they moved to? Are they staying in makeshift?
Actually, at this moment, the people are still saying that there should be proper compensation, proper engagement before that could happen.
Who are they talking to?
And then they are not talking to the state. The Oba of Oworshoki called them
Called the
his-
residents.
Called the residents into his palace. Discussed, in fact, it was on the news. Discussed why the demolition will still come up again. That the people should find their way. And Lagos State is saying no compensation, but the Oba is trying his best to compensate.
Okay.
To compensate. He didn't say that he was the one. He still stated that he wasn't the one, and he's the one leading the compensation struggle. Meanwhile, Lagos State government isn't saying. The government isn't saying anything. And we know that the government actually have interest, but they needed to push the king forward. Because how could a king engage in such massive demolition without the consent of the state? We are reasonable citizens, and we want to say how that works out. Though the king had been, one time, he had been SSA to Governor Fashola in lands. He had worked with lands. He had been a vice chairman of the local government, so he knows where to
So
press.
he's been in government.
He's a politician, so he's been running the community as a politician.
Now, what level of compensation has he promised the people?
He hasn't promised anything, but we received a form. The community got a form a few days ago, and then we heard that people will be given, they will receive 75,000 in their accounts.
Sorry?
75,000 naira in their accounts.
For
And then
demolished houses.
we don't know yet. Maybe for demolition.
Sorry, I need to. They will receive. And how many people are we talking about here?
More than 10,000 people had been displaced.
More than 10,000 people.
Yes.
And each of them will receive 75,000 naira
According to the form.
according to the form.
Yeah,
that
but they
you-
haven't actually spoken what they wanted to do.
Is it each of them or
the
each
75
family?
the 75,000 naira, is it to rent, to get a place, or to get food?
You see, I cannot be in their shoes to analyze this. I don't want to use any word on her. I'm not in their shoe. I cannot reason the way they
So
reason.
your own house was not affected.
My house wasn't affected.
Okay.
And
Your
I
house
have my
is
businesses,
within
yes,
Oworshoki.
within that area. So the idea is just, they've been maneuvering people. They have also, in fact, the latest news is that they have intimidated community members. In fact, they had imprisoned community members, 3. 2 women and a man. They were imprisoned last 2 weeks.
Where?
And
Why?
Ikoyi prison and Kirikiri.
Why?
Why? Last Friday, the community decided that they want to meet their governor one-on-one. They want to protest and get to the governor's office. Unfortunately, midnight, Friday, early morning, around 5, 6, they saw a dead cow in one of the communities. In fact, the community of one of the mobilizer to that protest. So, I saw a dead cow, and then the local security came up saying that someone had killed the cow. They wanted to arrest people. The leader of that area said, no, you can't arrest. And meanwhile, the CDA leader of that area is also a mobilizer for the governor's protest. So they had to pack the man. They arrested him as they were taking him. The local security, the OPC, they were taking him, and then the wife spoke. They released him. As they released him, their vehicle got spoiled. So a lady said, your vehicle will not work in the name of God. They arrested, they beat the lady. They arrested the lady. Yes, they beat the lady, arrested the lady, and immediately they did that. The man was also speaking, who is also a member of Take It Back and one of the leader in community. The man was also defending the lady. The man, the lady, and one elderly woman were arraigned to court under 2 hours. They were sent to Alonge police station. From Alonge police station, they packed them. In fact, they did not even report
What was the
issue.
charge against them? That
The charge-
they
I'm
swore on the bus? Or I'm trying to understand the charge.
In fact, they didn't even give any charge against them, not even the dead cow now. The king called the head of this local security, Saddam, they called him Saddam, Arugunda de Razak. They called him and he came. The king told him to send that man and the other women to the DPO. The DPO made a statement, they made everything. They said it was stopping the local security from operating and all. Under 2 hours, Ogudu Magistrate Court. Under 2 hours, Kirikiri and Ikoyi prison. They spent 1 week. God willing, Take It Back helped, and then they came out. So we've been seeing a lot of intimidation from the community, and we have sent a message to the king that he shouldn't worry. That intimidation will give us more voices.
Coming out, is it on bail or
On
is
bail.
it they were discharged and acquitted?
No, on bail.
Okay.
So do you
Huge amount of
think,
money too.
with all of this going on, do you think that anybody will still want to speak up or
People are
protest
coming out tomorrow. It is
regardless of the
evidential. Seriously.
intimidation?
Yes. People are coming out tomorrow. And then I would just like to say to Lagos State government to call the king to order, because there had been peace over in the community for the period of 3 to 4 years. The king shouldn't send the community into chaos again, because he's ready to do that.
Well, thank you very much, Opeyemi